Greetings, brethren and sisters. Greetings in the name of the Divine Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, one God. Ethiopians, those at home and abroad. Today, we have to continue for the restoration of the constitutional monarchy of Emperor Haile Selassie I. At the same time, brethren and sisters know that repatriation is abbreviated. So we as a people have to prepare ourselves for the eventuality. At the same time, we have to find food, clothes, and shelter, age protected, infant cared for, and the sick nourished. We have to make sure that we create an event and shape it. Because Rastafarian people is the first to be fired and the last to be hired. For us to stay alive and be relevant in this struggle, we have to find food, clothes, and shelter. Food, clothes, and shelter is political. So we have to use up our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that His Imperial Majesty will unto us as a people. But when he came to Parliament in Jamaica, he ensured that Ethiopia and Jamaica become one, because he made a provision that Jamaica should be a part of Ethiopia, a province of Ethiopia. Today, we as a people, for us to continue the struggle, we have to be productive in our ways and our means. And for us to be productive, we have to go to farming, which will enable us to help ourselves. But at this time, our farming must be scientific. So we need help. Yes, we need help from our community. The Rastafarian community, musicians, business people must contribute towards this struggle and toward this endeavor that the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated and the Church of Haile Selassie I has embarked on. Because farming is important. We have to use farming as a ways and means to get financial help so we can do the things that we supposed to do. The Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated and the Church of Haile Selassie I has built a farming program. We have acquired land, but we need help. Yes. Because we have to build low-income housing. We have to build old-age housing for our elders and our people. the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, and the Church of Haile Selassie I have proof in our contribution to the wider society. Because we have a basic school. And not only Rasta children come to our school, but people in the community and wider community in Jamaica. We need help. Yes, we have a wellness center where we give out medical help through blood pressure testing, sugar, diabetic testing, and it's free. And it's through the members' contribution to keep it running. But we need help, because it's very costing. And it's to show that whatever we do, it's visible and transparent. So I want not afraid to contribute towards the struggle. Because it's a benefit, as we said, not only to the Rastafarian people, but the people in general. So we are calling upon the brethren and sisters to contribute toward this valuable and important happenings that we should be a part of. Brethren and sisters and the Rastafarian community, without farming as an help for we as a people, it's going to be hard, because for us to find work for our people and to employ Rastafarian people, we have to have a resource, and the land is the only resource that we can use, because farming is important. It builds every country. It's the GDP that country earn from farming. So we are calling upon all well-thinking people, Rastafarian, to give their contribution towards the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated and the Church of Haile Selassie I. Because we have to keep this whole struggle alive. Because remember, repatriation is abbreviated. Ethiopia need help. And for us to help Ethiopia, we have to be viable. We ourselves have to be viable. A lot of Rasta have land, their parents have land, and the youths in this country. So if we should lead within this farming program, it will attract other youths that they wouldn't be idle in their country, wherever there is. They wouldn't want to leave them father land or their parents' land to come to town to do idleness, and it helps to eliminate crime. Brothers and sisters, in particular the Rastafarian community, the musicians, the singers, put them out where the money is and contribute to the struggle, because we have to stay alive to continue the struggle for the restoration of the constitutional monarchy of Emperor Haile Selassie I. 1974, it was a shock to the Rastafarian community. But through the Church of Haile Selassie I and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated keep the whole thing alive through its demonstrations and through its agitation, so that Rasta could be recognized as a people that is loyal to His Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. It gives them strength and hope. So it says again, this is not poetry. Age protected, infant care for, the sick nourished. We build wellness center, we build basic schools, we build church as is recognized in Parliament. So brethren and sisters, you mustn't fear to contribute to this institution that represents Rastafarian people. It agitates for the decriminalization of herbs, which is called ganja. The Church of Haile Selassie I agitate for that right as herb as a sacrament. Yes, while some Rasta never have it in mind, because no one was equipped academically to carry forward that struggle. But through our spiritual leader, our international president, Abuna Emmanuel Fox, who direct the whole struggle from 1974 to now. So we are calling up again on the brethren and sisters of the Rastafarian community to pay their vows and their dues in this time towards this important struggle. And the struggle is economical liberation. We have to and must take it up as a people, so that our children, even the unborn, can have a place in this time and have an institution to agitate for them. Brethren and sisters, and even the corporate companies must and should contribute to the Rastafarian community. Rex Neckerford and Arthur Lewis make a finding that the Rastafarian community should be assisted by government, education, work, and all these things that people as a people should have. Up to now, we haven't seen they take up that issue. So brethren and sisters, we must play a part in this economical liberation so we can develop ourselves and utilize the land that we have so we can do proper production in farming to alleviate the backwardness and the poverty that we are in today, and help to influence the youth that they can stay away from crime and help to build themselves so they can live and survive until Ethiopia is free, the monarchy restored. So without that help is going to be hard. So we are calling upon the brethren and the sisters to let their voice be heard and influence these people who can contribute towards this struggle for the benefit of our people and our Rastafarian community. We have a health fair on the 31st of July at the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated on the Church of Haile Selassie I and the Emperor Haile Selassie Basic School. We need help and contribution. We ask the corporate companies, but up to now, they're not come on board. We give thanks for the National Health Fund and the AIDS for Life in their contribution. We need chairs, we need proper things that our patients and people who's coming in can be comfortable. Still asking for contributions. We understand contribution that reggae singers give to different institutions. We, as a Rastafarian institution, who agitate for the Rastafarian people rights and for Ethiopia, they must and should give their contribution for this worthy cause. So it says, long live His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, our God and King. His Majesty.
Blessings in the name of Yahweh Saba, Emperor Haile Selassie I. To Ethiopians and to Jamaicans, we need to understand this whole struggle, this mass struggle, and the need for the Rastafarian community to understand the role that they play in this whole thing to restore back the dynasty of Emperor Haile Selassie I government, constitutional, to Ethiopia, so Ethiopian can have that true sovereignty that is rightfully theirs, and Jamaica to be a part of the whole thing, as His Majesty did set in the past. Now, we need the support for an economic venture in this farm agriculture project that we have on the way in the process of putting together. So, you can contact the church, contact the organization through 876 442 9888 and so give it the support that you have to make this project this agricultural venture to be accepted. Because agriculture is the backbone to every developing economy, and every economy. Food is something that turns into industries and create jobs, and the Rastafarian community need work. They need to be taken care of, and the general populace, because this is what agriculture do, bring jobs. So support the whole program so that we can have the means to help to fight, to restore back the dynasty, and to have that relationship with Ethiopia that His Majesty had established. So through this, I'm going to say thank you for your time and listening. And God bless His Majesty. Live it.